Yeah, I started it earlier, not thinking it fully through,
Choose the team you want to
and
start your
guess
franchise
what?
with.
Now I'm restarting a new one. Hopefully I don't get frustrated and end up with
Continue
redoing it
ahead
all
to begin
again.
your franchise. Use the options on the left
So
to edit league
change
settings
roles,
or change your role to a player or
owner,
owner.
financial guru. Me. And I went right to the Chargers. No. I am going to go the Bears. Change roles to owner. And I'm going to change the team. I naturally go to the Chargers every time. Okay. Rookie. Owners only. Instant starter off. Alright, the Bears. I think they're. I don't remember. Okay, they're my NFC team. Alright. So now I am going to pick one more
Choose the
team.
team you want to start your franchise with.
And before I do, I need to check out something. Since I am actually debating on the first teams, try to make them somewhat good. Hmm. I will pick on Tennessee.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
To help them out.
Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Alright. Now, I am going to be honest about this a little bit. Oh yeah, I can't change that. Listen, the other guy. So, I'm going to be the other guy. The Bears. First, I'm going to manage my team and fix my stadium as best I can. It's time. 20 years old. Yeah, it's time. Now, go and take care of my other team. Manage team. Manage roster. Actually, see what I can do to help beef up that offensive wonderful line. The guys in the trenches. 72, 80. Okay. So right guard. So let's see. Stupid. I'm so tired, guys. We'll be playing football here pretty soon. I want to go out and dominate these games when I want to. All right.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. Fields going to throw right away. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Yeah, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by they'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Simeon. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Simeon. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones from 6 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Velus Jones who finished things off with a touchdown grab. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. That's going to be caught along the sideline. And what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Simeon. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. That's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points.
Touchdown, Bears! Tajay Sharp from 19 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second and inches, Simeon. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Simeon's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears will get onto their lead here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Kansas City offense now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off of play action, Simeon. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here's a give to Herbert. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
One thing I forgot to do. I am going to increase that. And then go over to the sliders. and increase everything on the special teams. Soldier Field's going to have a new look. I'm going to get as much people as I can. It's still going to be open. It's just going to be a better deal. Now, onward to Tennessee. Now, yes, I increased the time. Manage team, stadium. Upgrade. Rebuild, yes. Because it's time to rebuild Nissan Stadium. They are also going to have open, bigger stadium. Play preseason. 60 minutes, 6, 6, 12, 12, 32. So it spends an hour on each team when I do play them. Thursday night in the rain. Wonderful. There we go.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
I'll skip to my offense. Yay, 7-0. All right. Let's give it to the king of the running back.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some room to run.
Goodbye.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 66 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here.
All right. Switcheroo. All right. Back to our offense.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper from a yard out as they have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
All right.
They'll run with a veteran. It's Dontrell Hilliard.
Yes, I'm
Nice
just off.
his way
I'm sorry.
forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hilliard. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Hilliard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football, let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Oh, come on, guys. Tackle me.
Inside the
Jesus.
15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Willis is going to throw once more. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, from 3 yards out. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens going to get one more drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason match. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Between him and Henry, I've got to loosen this.
That sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert.
Come on, come on.
They go play action with Willis.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
CD, as we look at this draft class, this offense received quite a bit of help this past April. It's a group very focused on this side of the ball, particularly when you look at those early picks.
Yeah, when you look.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jeff Swaim from 4 yards out.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the lead ends up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result in the end, Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Wilkins. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I gotta think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
I made a couple errors again.
It's not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
They should have let the computer give it to him.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh well.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. On the run, this is Hilliard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
And they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here...
Okay, I don't care who wins in this game. I am going to simulate this one. I've got to take care of some personal business. But Happy New Year.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back to Montgomery on second down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 3rd and 2, Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Going to look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
It wasn't the easiest of times in Denver for Drew Lock, who was unseated after a single 4-win season as the Broncos starter. The Russell Wilson trade sent him to a fresh start and a starting opportunity with the Seahawks. Maybe the change of scenery is exactly what's needed to bring the potential out of the former 2nd-round pick.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Lock going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's Carson. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 44. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st down, Lock. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Lock. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. Tavon Young in on the tackle. From the 16, Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They run again with Carson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Block now to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw it is Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the delay, here's Carson. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. They'll drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll find Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Back to throw. Fields. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Takes it to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Eason. They set up the screen to Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Simeon. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 7, Eason. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Penny, a first down carry. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside handoff, Penny. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Eason sets to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A handoff to Penny. And able to work his way down to the 16. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Eason to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Bears down by 13, just under 2 minutes to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Simeon. His throw incomplete. Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Simeon on 1st down. is incomplete. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Simeon. And incomplete on the deep ball. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Here's a give to Penny. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again with Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Eason. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Down to a knee goes Eason, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Sorry about that, folks. I was watching TV a little bit while I was cooking my dinners for the next couple days and just doing life stuff. So, now, that's a loss, which is fine. I can deal with that. User team, go here, switch to team, see if I can get my new stadium built yet. Nope, it's under construction. And I'm going to simulate this one, but I'm going to do a speedy one so I can hurry up and get to my racing here pretty soon. So I can get a couple things in my racing game. So here we go. Speed, 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 speed. Ps5 3. Titan 7. Titan's got another vehicle. 14, 13. 20. Makes me really want to play, and no, I don't. Besides, this is preseason anyway.
Treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Alright, folks, have a good day.